She just held up a paper and said that was to revoke license, like that was on that piece of paper that she had.
It was revoked. I have it right here.
Now he asking for it.
Where's the revocation one you mentioned?
Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll email it to you right now.
You said that his license was revoked. Let me see it. And all of a sudden you're pulling up your phone. Okay, I'm going to email it to you. I mean, you won't get it until after we leave here. And by after we leave, I mean, I won't send it, but I'll lie and say I did later. But you know, I'm doing it right now. Hey yo, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments, let me know what you think about this. We're gonna have a contrast, okay, a contrast video. I know you've heard me and some other people point out, even the trustees, point out how different Tiffany is now than what she used to be. How she used to behave the opposite way. Like she would never agree to things that were, without having all the information. The super mayor is very different now than she was back then. Okay. So I thought it would be fun to dig in the archive and pull out a full-on example of the way that Tiffany used to behave at these meetings when she was a trustee. Trustee Tiffany. Okay. How she would behave towards the then mayor, how she was just in general, very confrontational also. It's pretty funny just because of the contrast. Okay. So let's just hop on in. Do not delay. Okay.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, Chief, why did you pick airline only?
As the last time we had the discussion about it, we are already presently in an agreement with them verbally. We have been doing business with them already, and that we haven't experienced any major problems with this tow agency. So it's basically we already have them. Let's continue to do business with them.
Okay, but you know that they was given that contract without a bid.
Okay.
Without going out for bid. So they didn't even compete with anyone, it was just given to them.
I'm not aware of a contract with them. We were basically under a verbal agreement since the...
Yeah, that's only funny because that's how she became the Thornton supervisor. That's how that happened. She didn't get voted on.
Contract expired with the last tow company.
Okay, so we was under that. Don't you think they had the advantage to basically do better than what they're doing now? Because they had their foot in the door compared to everybody else that's bidding on it now.
I don't believe that would be an advantage. If you had to say it was an advantage, is that we have experience with them and they haven't done any bad business with us so far.
So what do you like about them?
When we call them, they show up. And
see how petty she is? No. She just, and watch her face. Like whenever it zooms in on her, make sure you pay attention to her face. It's very it's like you can tell she gonna complain no matter what. It's that look. It's very Karen-esque.
Okay.
The reason
I remember when you stated about everyone else, and I'm just going back from the tape. You stated everybody was equal. Can you explain?
that's correct.
Can you explain? You say everyone was equal. How was everyone equal?
Well, not so much as equal. I said no one had a distinct advantage over the other. And when it came down to the one tow agency, W&W, when we talked about the big wreckers, they didn't have any of the large tow trucks in case we needed it for semis, for accidents or rollovers, but they would call someone else. So that's not an
I look in their package, since you brought that up, it said that they're purchasing one.
They don't currently have it.
Right, but it's in the package. I'm just going off what you said. My other question is, did you check with the ICC?
No, I did not.
Okay, we had that problem last time I asked you that question.
Look at this.
It's not a problem. That's not his job.
It is his job. Thank you, Trustee Pearson. If he's going to come before the board and suggest that we pick a company, his job is to make sure he's giving us the right information. So that's why I'm asking my questions. So the ICC is what you would check to make sure that everybody...
Yeah, we got to be giving up the right information. See how old Tiffany was very different from this Tiffany?
He's up to date with everything. Did you know that airline licenses was revoked?
No.
Okay, but they currently are a tow company, right?
I'm assuming that their license is currently valid at this point.
As of April 8th. I called, I checked, but that's not my job to do. I just try to check based off of I knew it was coming up. But when I asked you the question, you don't have the answers for me. So it was revoked. I have it right here. And then also, did you guys know, meaning entire board and resident, that this company is for sale? It is right here.
That has no bearing on the police department if it's for sale or not.
No. If we find a vote on a tow company, that company is up for sale. Did you know that? So why would we
Then that's a
approve that
matter,
tow company?
trustee, then that's a matter for the board.
Right, I know, but I'm saying it to you because you're supplying us with information. You're supplying us with who we should pick. And I'm asking you, did you check more into this company to make sure that we're voting the right way to protect the residents?
You see, one might be fooled. One might be fooled to think, you know what? You know what? This Tiffany girl is thorough. You would think so. It kind of almost gives you that impression until you look into her eyes and realize she's just gonna complain no matter what, like she's a Karen. She's like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. So if everybody says yes, she's gonna stand up and she's gonna say no. If everybody says no, she's gonna stand up and she go yes. It's just to draw attention to her fucking self. She don't believe nothing that she's saying, and you could tell because of the way she behaves now. She's the other thing. You don't just flip flop overnight. So it wasn't real. So this wasn't real. This was her pretending to give a fuck. Like that, basically.
Trustee, what's the question?
My question was, did you check into the company?
I laid out what I did as far as my checks into the company.
Okay,
I
so the
visited each
answer is
company,
no. You
had a
didn't check
conversation with every owner.
Okay. Well, that was my stuff and all that's for the record, Mary Kay. Exactly what I just said.
Question, Chief. If you were to recommend an alternate towing company, we were talking about is the term
Oh my God, what is
alternate.
this thing?
What would that second company be?
That's a strange looking thing, isn't it? He look like a cartoon character a little bit. Maybe like I don't want to say, but it's not a human. It's not a human cartoon character. Yeah.
It would be Wes's Towing.
Wes
Wes's Towing.
is towing. Okay, thank you.
So again, why do you say what's wrong with the other company? I'm only asking because it seems to me that one particular company that you're not choosing had every single thing that you requested of them in their package.
That's not
Oh, that must be her homie. The other tow truck company must be her homie. She only go this hard for stuff that somehow benefits her.
true, trustee.
It is. I have the package right here. You want me to go down the list? You want me to read it out? You want me to read the whole package out?
Look at her.
I got the whole.
She is so arrogant. She loves the idea of trying to humiliate somebody. This is like and it still translates. She still does it now. She's just in the other side. She's on the other side. But still, she still has the same tendencies. And that's some shit. Like, it's like, but look how she's like, want to pull out all the receipts. She want to be thorough. She like, why y'all ain't checking? You got to be providing the information, all of that. Oh my God. Now it's like, just trust me. Do what I tell you to do. Do what I say, not what I do.
Package right here. And residents and anybody that want one, I have the whole entire package from A
look
to
at
Z. That company, WW, have everything that was required of them. Now, if I go through everybody else's package,
They got everything that was required of them.
because I'm not trying
Them, not them. Them.
to do that, but I will. A lot of things was
Okay,
missing.
read it.
Airline, for one, like I just said, license revoked. Companies for sale. Why would we approve a company that's for sale? So that means that if he sells the company, the contract goes to another company that we didn't even vet through. So why would we do that? Wes's company, I don't know much about. That's why I'm asking him particular questions. All I saw in here was that they had pictures, tons of pictures, but not really the information that was required of them. Then you guys stated that you called the state police the last time. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Who's higher up? The sergeant, commander? Just to educate me. Which one is higher up?
Depends on what agency we're talking about.
State police.
I have no idea what the state police's hierarchy is.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming it would be commander. But you guys said that a sergeant was called. Brian Copo or something like that.
thorough she is.
So I did call. I tried to find that individual. I tried to do a check in references with everybody. I called everybody's
I'm gonna tell you this, and this is why I say this is how you know that Tiffany be lying all the goddamn time. Whenever she be saying, I got the proof of this, I got the proof of this, whatever, I got the receipts, but she don't ever show the receipt. She don't ever actually show the receipt. She just says that she has them. And then I always say, trust me, The way that Tiffany works, she loves the idea of trying to humiliate somebody. Like, that really gets her off. You think if she had the proof, she wouldn't be plastering that shit, making sure everybody can read every single fucking word? You think she wouldn't do that? She definitely fucking would. And here's the proof. Here it is. This is what it would look like if she had proof of some shit. If she had some kind of documentation to show something. She would bring all the packets, all the stuff. She would smile and grin as she tells you, see, you wrong. Here, look, I can show you. This is how she would behave. But she lying. She don't have it. She says she have it, but she don't have it. Because it don't exist. Because she lying. That's why. It's just a circle that leads back to she lying. Okay, that's how it works.
References on here. The only person that gave me phone numbers was W&W Towing. No other company supplied me with a recommendation letter nor a phone number to contact to do a follow-up to make sure what they're giving me is valid. Everybody recommended W&W Towing. Highly recommended them. I couldn't get a hold of nobody else for airline towing nor West Towing. So what I'm saying to you is that, Chief, when anybody comes before this board, people should be prepared. You should have all that information for us so that we know what we're voting on and it's legit.
And there you go. So that we can vote on this stuff. We need this information. You know, look at her. That's all I'm saying. Tiffany, it's the irony. It's the irony of it. It's ironic. It's what it is. It's super ironic. It's the most ironic, one might say. Okay? Oh my gosh, you need to have the information so that we can know how to vote properly. You know, because that's very important. I can't do my job until you do this. So you provide all the accurate info.
If I could add just on that topic,
Look at her. Look at
there
her.
is no request by the chief in his RFP to guarantee any of the businesses that they are not going to be for sale at some point.
There you go.
Later on today, we're going to be looking at 4 different companies for insurance. I don't think any of them can guarantee that they're not going to be for sale a week from now if we do business with them.
Thank you.
That's free enterprise.
Exactly.
Whether or not a company is for business, we would address that when the time comes. They have the right to sell, just as West would have the right to sell, anybody would have the right to sell. I think most of the people here, at least most of the people on the board, know that as of a week ago, my wife owned an ice cream shop. As of today, after 25 years, she doesn't own it. But she still has contracts out there, and she's doing business with schools and churches that are going to continue doing it with the new owner. Just because someone is for sale doesn't make them bad.
I totally agree, Mr. Urban, but if she already had the contracts out when she sold the business, that's a different story. But right now, this person is coming to get business from us. His company should not be for sale. That means that we will be, in return, dealing with another owner.
No, he already has business. It's the same person who was already doing it. Bitch, you ain't making no fucking sense. Stop staring at the side of this man's head, okay? It's making me uncomfortable.
No, it would mean in the contract that if someone does change ownerships, we would have the right to opt out of that contract, just like with any contract that we have at this point in time with any other vendors.
Mr. Urban, I don't think that was fair. I think you guys should have put that in the package when you supplied the board with that.
Okay, not fair and not what they were supposed to do, not part of their job is not the same fucking thing. Bitch, don't nobody care about your feelings. Fact over feelings, bitch. Fact over feelings. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
It's misleading to us, and I don't appreciate that. Secondly, you heard about the sale. You need to be checking into his license being revoked.
I did not know about the sale until you said it tonight.
Okay, because that means you didn't do your research neither, and you're the administrator.
No, it's not his fucking job. It's not his responsibility. It don't fucking matter until it is sold. It don't matter to them until it matters. It don't matter. Okay? Clearly they're still in business because they haven't pulled. So they're still working, functioning right now. And that's all that you're supposed to be concerned about. Look at her face though. She like, look, what you need to figure out is that I'm gonna have my last word, okay? That last word gonna be mine, okay? Look how she's staring at. She like, you can't win because I'm gonna get my last word. I don't give a fuck if my last word is stupid. I don't care. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna say dumb. It's gonna be the last thing I say. This is how it's gonna work.
I rely
should
on
do
the
your
chief to
research.
do his homework.
Everyone should do their
Trust-
research before they
Trustee
come before this
Henyard.
board.
Trustee Henyard.
Everyone.
You should have did your research on that weave you like super glued into your fucking head. That front track, oh, she on her way out. Like she don't even want to be there no more. This little front track is hanging on for dear fucking life. I think she got a whole track attached to 2 hairs or something. Like this is, and you need to glue that shit to your scalp or something. Okay? Because it don't want to be there no more. It don't. It don't. Like this is back in the day when she used to wear tracks. Like now it's all wigs. She wears wear that whole fucking wig. She just sit that bitch on like a hat. But back in the day, apparently she, oh my God, she didn't, look how big it is. Like it's big hair. I love big hair. Big hair is goals. But not if it's going to be like suffocating your face. Like if it's going to be down and hanging up, it's giving very much cousin it. Like that's not how you're supposed to do it, okay? This hair is wearing you, bitch, is what I'm saying. It's wearing you.
Everyone should.
Trustee Henyard.
Yes, Mayor.
Can I review the document? You said there's a revoked
You
license?
sure can.
Okay. Secondly, when the contract ran
Yeah, now
out,
she looking for it. Let's see. Will she ever pass it over? Oh my God, I got some other shit to show you. This guy right here. This is that guy, Robert. That he's like the accountant person or whatever now that be there working for Tiff. He always come up and just rambles, just reads things off of papers. That's him. He used to be a trustee apparently. He used to be a trustee. The needs are special with this one. Like the needs are very special. I noticed something in the way he walked that seemed a little bit off, and now I understand. Like I'm like, yeah, something ain't right with this one. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. He takes issue. I'll give you a hint. He takes issue apparently with the mayor at the time, getting paid once a month instead of bi-weekly. For some reason, he feels like the mayor's getting more money because he's only getting paid once a month as opposed to twice. The example he gives, the difference is like, well, what's the difference? You say, what's the difference? The difference is, what if somebody was getting paid once a year? Like, bitch, then they gonna foreclose on their house because they can't pay their rent. Like, by the time the year end, the house gonna be gone. That's what it means. You gonna need to get paid in between, okay? And everybody in the audience is like, wait, what? How is that a good example? And he didn't even realize it. He didn't even notice. To him, that sounded like a perfectly reasonable thing to fucking say. This dude right here is weird, okay? Will you hear me when I say he's weird? Because he's weird.
with GTS, we were under no obligation to continue their services, and we did not put a contract in place. What we did do is take the recommendation of the state police to use airline towing. That's how airline towing got start their working relationship with the village. Since that has happened, we haven't had any problems with airline towing. And the chief did what he thought was right in regards to reviewing all the 3 companies, and he made his recommendation. Can I review that document?
He's talking about the suspended license.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should.
That's the for sale one.
Where's the revocation one you mentioned?
Oh, I'll give it to you. I'll email it to you right now.
She just held up a fucking paper and said that. She just held up a paper and said that was to revoke license, and like that was on that piece of paper that she fucking had.
It was revoked. I have it right here.
Now he asking for it. She's sending over some shit about him trying to sell his shit. Anybody asked for that, bitch? I said about the revocation. You said that his license was revoked. Let me see it. And all of a sudden you pulling up your phone. Okay, I'm going to email it to you. I mean, you won't get it until after we leave here. And by after we leave, I mean, I won't send it, but I'll lie and say I did later. But you know, I'm doing it right now. Tiffany, that's the receipt to have, bitch. You over there printing out all these papers and you didn't print out that the driver's license is revoked. That's what you lead with. Let me guess, because it's actually some type of technicality thing that you found doesn't actually apply and don't matter. That's what I'm guessing that it is. Okay, because that's what it is.
I wanted to,
So you're stating right now their license is revoked?
I'm trying to tell you right now. Can I get a minute? Okay, on, what day was this?
Okay, Rana.
Last week, Friday, I called and I spoke to a lady by the name of Shelby. And she stated that their license was revoked. They reapplied on April 8th. That's what I have right here in my notes.
Okay.
So you guys can call the number like I did. You want the number? 217-782-6171. And that's what I was told.
the reason I heard the chief recommendation. I know that some trustees
Hey, y'all can get a sample of what I was talking about this guy. Y'all recognize him? Jesus, he looks so young, but his hairline so old. Not necessarily his hairline, just the density, the forest. The forest is shallow. How about that? I don't know what to tell you. Okay, but listen to him. I don't even know what he's about to say, but I know it's gonna sound slow. Just
the night of the meeting, he changed his mind and said he just want airline. No fault, people can change their mind. But when I do look at the bid sheet or the sheet that we require each tow company to have, it was requirement that each tow company have to come within 20 minutes. It just doesn't even make any type of sense to me to go to another company. So that's why I picked W Towing, and that's what.
oh my God, that like the way he grinned after he said it was like it was a commercial, right? And that's why I picked WW Towing. Sir, blink twice if you're okay. You seem under duress. Well, how did he get here? Who said somebody? He must be somebody's son. He gotta be somebody who's in there has a son, and this is the son. This is the feeling that I get. Like, how did he get into this position? Then again, how did Tiffany get here? Never mind. And just so you know, this is in the era of time when Tiffany still had Good Burger, her restaurant, because earlier in this same video, she, let everybody know she's hiring at Good Burger. Pretty eventful day. Just saying.
That's why I'm going for them.
Look at him.
Any further discussion?
He grinning like that because he's finished. He's like, oh, thank God. Why are you celebrating in your mind because you finished a sentence? Like, is it that hard? Is that hard for you? Okay, I mean, I get it.
I'd like to speak on that also. I'm basically going off the data that was given us by Chief Collins, and definitely your word is definitely good, Chief. But just going by the data, and I'm in agreement. So I'm looking at a time.
Brown was always a dresser. Okay, Stan Brown was always a dresser. Look at this. This shit is tailored to the gods. He was a tailored suit wearing somebody. He liked to tailor a fucking suit, honey. Look at this. He was always dressed to the T's, dressed to the nines, honey, to the nines.
Factor here, because we spoke of earlier about vehicles being towed, and it's going to be a $500 charge because that's going to take out time for our police officers to do paperwork. So that won't be a negative impact to the residents. So that $500 sounds good, so we can cover that bill. So I'm looking at the time factor here, and it was stated that basically all three of the tow company, West Towing from Calumet City, and WW Towing from Blue Island, and Airline Towing from Calumet Park. Out of the time frame, Airline takes at least a half an hour, which is stated here, and West Towing takes at least 10 minutes. But it just stood out strong to me that WW Towing will actually have a vehicle domiciled here in the village of Dalton. So that means we have this individual 24 hours. And that sounds as though that company will actually be paying, I don't know how they work 8-hour shifts, so they'll be paying 3 shifts just to have a person domicile here. I thought that was big of the company to step out and do that.
No, it's more than likely they said they would have a vehicle there. So the vehicle would be there. Not the fucking person in it. The vehicle. So when you need a call, somebody have to come there, get in the vehicle, and drive to pick up whatever the car is. Okay? It's not the same thing. They're not gonna pay somebody to just sit in a fucking car with nobody, and then there's nobody to tow for 2 fucking weeks. Person just what says there's always a person sitting in his car with nowhere to go. No. Y'all don't pay enough for that. Think about that.
To show that they really want the business and they really can do the business.
Yeah, so they lied to us.
So that's why I steered toward the WW Towing, because basically you're saying everything else here, they was really neck to neck in this here bid. So in all fairness, in the horse race, you went by nose, and he stuck his nose out there and actually gave up an individual employee to be here.
Y'all gonna tell me whoever this WW Towing isn't somebody that knows Tiffany very well. This ain't a Tiffany friend. It absolutely fucking is. This is what's happening
For
here.
24 hours without even leaving. So I commend that on them. So I'm looking in that direction too, to go with WW Towing.
Any further discussion?
I hate when people can be bought. There's something so gross about it. Like, you're an adult and somebody can bully you into leaning in a certain direction to fit in or to hang around you or whatever. Like, how do you even have a purpose in life? Like, what is your purpose for being here? Like, you're like basically like a shoe. You're like the right shoe that's of a set of shoes that the person don't even fucking wear, that sits up on a shelf somewhere, but you're like just a right shoe of that set of shoes that never gets worn. Like, that's you. Like, I could never. Okay, I'm not built to be a pawn. I'm just not. Okay, if for no other reason, then I'm too lazy for that. Okay, I can't. I'm just not. I'm not built for that. Okay, this is what it's like. Is that Bernie? Why do I look like Bernie? Bernie Sanders. Is it Sanders? Bernie Sanders? I like Bernie. Oh, anyway. Well, let's see. Let's see if Tiffany says anything else.
Roll call.
On the motion to approve the proposal by WW Towing, motion by Trustee Hunt, second by Trustee Brown. Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Pearson?
No.
Trustee Stubbs?
Aye.
Trustee Muhammad?
No.
Trustee Hunt?
Aye.
Trustee Henyard?
Aye.
4.
4 ayes, motion carries.
Next item on the agenda, Mayor.
Okay, so they got so Tiffany, she look, and I catch them looking at each other. Look, we did it. We did it. Yeah, Bellissimo. Oh my God! Like, what are y'all surprised? Are y'all surprised that y'all won that? You did it. High five each other. Okay, don't make it too obvious, but just high five each other. Oh, and that is that on that. I thought it would be fun to watch, to get an idea of what it used to look like when Tiffany was a trustee, and just like seemed like she was, fighting for the cause of whatever, and was given like just wouldn't stand for anything less than the truth, and full disclosure was her goal, and then also it was fun to find out what this Robert character. Like his origin story, We're gonna have to dig a little bit into Robert, because Robert's pretty fucking interesting. Like, in a weird way, in an odd, sad way. He's very interesting. And, very easy to make fun of also. So we're gonna go for it. Yes, we are. Okay. Y'all behave. All right. Y'all behave, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Just know I'm good. I'm good on that. Okay. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Okay. Subscribe. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, just come here. Just tell me why. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh. Peace.